welcome back. Hey, it's summer right now, and I thought I would talk to you about the books that I want to read. So I have 11 so far. These are like kind of mandatory, like I want to get these done. Some I've already finished, so yeah, we can go through all 11 and I'll tell you a little bit about them. Okay, the first book I want to read this summer is My Brilliant Friend by Elena Ferrante. I've wanted to read this book for a few summers now. What I know, I actually don't really know much about this book. I do know that the author, though, she's never revealed her identity. She's like an Italian author and she's anonymous, or it could be a he too, and people are have tried to like uncover her actual identity. So the author's life is cool in and of itself, like the mystery of it all. It takes place in Italy in the 1950s, and it has to do with two sisters or friends and sort of their relationship and their experiences. 1950s Italy. I think it's also a series, so I feel like this would be good to just read on the beach and dive into. I love when books are taking place in Italy. It's kind of like one of my favorite places to read about, so I'm excited to read this one. Okay, the next one is a bit different, a memoir. So I don't really like reading memoirs all the time, but this one's super interesting. It's called Barbarian Days: A Surfing Life by William Finnegan. I love surfing, I love to surf, I love everything about it. So a book on surfing, I'm definitely gonna check it out. And some of my friends recommended this to me, so I think I'm gonna like it a lot. I'll probably read this one while also reading some fiction books, because it takes me a long time to get through like non-fiction for some reason. It doesn't flow as easy for me, but yeah, I'm excited to check this one out. Barbarian Days is an old-school adventure story, an intellectual autobiography, a social history, a literary road movie, and an extraordinary exploration of the gradual mastering of an exacting, little understood art. Whatever that means, I want to read it. Yeah. This book, Bonjour. That sounded so American. I apologize. Bonjour, Tristesse, Bonjour, Tristesse by Francois Sargon. I took a French 1 year, that's all I got. But I actually read this one already in a previous video, and I loved this one so much. I ended up rating it 5 stars. It's super short, like, how many pages? Like 130 pages. A 17-year-old girl who lives with her father, and her father ends up getting a girlfriend, essentially. And you kind of see how she wants to get rid of the girlfriend. That's all I'll say, because I don't want to spoil it. But I loved being in the mind, and the main character's mind. She's so like 17, even though this book was written so long ago. I relate to the character heavy. Like, I feel like if you're 17, you understand this character completely. Sorry if the camera angle changed. My camera was about to die, so I had to charge it, but now I'm back. Book that I really want to read this summer. I'm currently in the process of reading, and I'm filming a reading vlog for it, which should come out soon. But Call Me By Your Name. I loved this movie so much. I saw it in 2017 or 2018. I saw it on like a free movie website, and it was like so impactful and powerful, and I love this story so much. I wouldn't say it's like a romance, in my opinion. I would say it's kind of like a self-discovery. Elio's like inner monologue about Elio, about himself, about the world around him is so beautifully written. Like, whoa, like some of the things he says is so profound. And the way the author writes, Andre Acuman, he kind of writes in like a tangent almost. And so I feel like sometimes it can be a lot to like process. That's the only thing I'm struggling with a little bit, but I'm overall really enjoying it. Call me by your name, and I'll call you by mine. Oh, it's so good. Now this one, I feel like some would probably laugh in my face. I want to read The Count of Monte Cristo this summer. See, the thing is, like, if you have no idea, I'm about to explain it to you. Yeah, so it's massive. It's literally a huge book. So many guys I follow on TikTok love this book, and they rave about it. It's essentially like a adventure story, and there's a lot of going on, and it sounds really good. Everyone who's reading this, they like blow through it quickly, and so many guys on TikTok have put me on. So I definitely want to read this one this summer. I can imagine myself reading this at the beach for sure. I do like love a big book. If I love the story and the book is big, like, it's perfect scenario, because I can just lose myself in the world. So I'm really excited about this. I haven't started it yet. I am kind of intimidated a little bit, but I think it's gonna be a good time for sure. And I feel like if you're a guy, this is like a staple. This is like a staple book. Okay, this is kind of the complete opposite of what I just showed you in terms of length. Look how small this book is. This is In the Absence of Men. Two people that fall in love in a camp, and then two people that fall in love at camp, and then they kind of separate and they go back into the world, and there's a war happening, and so you kind of see their relationship. I barely know anything. I kind of like to go into books blind. I'm fine with knowing like a little bit of what's going on, but no details really. But I like how it's super short, because reading books like The Count of Monte Cristo, I would like short books like this as well. So I think this would just be a quick day read for sure. Okay, next book. I like romance for sure. It just has to be done right. Like, I'm not into the whole like lustful book situation. I like a bit of yearning. I like a bit of romance, you know. So I've heard really good things about this book. This book has apparently like lots of actual romance in it. It's called One Golden Summer by Carly Fortune. I know she has other books. She has Every Summer After, I think that's what it's called. I think that one got turned into a TV show. And then I know she has like a few other books, but this one intrigued me the most. A lady named Alice and a guy named Charlie, and they fall in love by the water in the summer. I don't know. I just thought it'd be a fun time for sure, and something way lighter, like an easy read compared to the other books that I'm reading. So I'm trying to like branch out more into this sort of books too. But yeah, One Golden Summer. I hope I like it. I'd have no idea what the romance is about, but I'd rather jump in blind. Okay, so these are two classics I have. I just kind of combine these together because they're both super short, and they're both by Steinbeck. I have The Pearl, and then I also have The Moon is Down. I've already read The Pearl so far this summer, and I really loved it. I thought it was a great read, and I flew through it. And I love these editions too. I picked them up at my local secondhand bookstore. It's like these blue Penguin classics. I'm trying to collect all my classics in this edition. But I love Steinbeck. I do want to read East of Eden. I wanted to read it this summer as well, but I didn't include it in this list because I'm already planning on reading The Count of Monte Cristo, and I know it's not realistic to read two big books during the summer. So these two books just sound like quick little reads that I can finish in an afternoon. I thought these would be fun. I feel like Steinbeck is the GOAT in terms of like classic lit, and I want to read all his stuff. So, oh, yeah, he's like the GOAT in terms of classic lit. So I want to read all his works. So that's these two. Okay, next I have Project Hail Mary. They came out with a movie with Ryan Gosling, I think. I never saw the movie and I never read the book, but I thought it would be fun if I finished this, and I saw the movie. So this is about a guy who's in space and Earth is gonna perish soon if he doesn't basically save it. That's all I know. I don't usually read a lot of science fiction. I've read Ready Player One like 2 years ago now, probably. I read that and I enjoyed it. It just took me a long time to like read. Like, I'm fine with reading fantasy. I'm fine with reading that, but science fiction for me sometimes it can be like a little too much. So I'm kind of going to this a little unsure if I'm actually gonna like it, but I'm excited to try to see if I like it. And so many guys on TikTok love this book too, so I'm trusting their reviews. they say if you're a guy, you like reading, read this book. So I'm gonna read this one. And I don't know if it'll be in a vlog, but maybe I can do one. I don't know. The last book that I want to read this summer is Frederick Bachman's My Friends. I own Anxious People by him, and I own A Man Called Ove, I believe that's what it's called. And I've read Anxious People, and I enjoyed that book. It took me a bit. His writing style is so different and unique to anything I've ever read before. So it was really new for me. I like what I've read so far. I just put it down for a moment because I was getting into Call Me By Your Name and everything, and I was getting a little overwhelmed. So I definitely do want to read this one this summer. And the cover is literally peak summer, like people in a pool. From what I've read so far, it's essentially about this girl who's homeless. She meets a man in an alleyway outside of a very famous art exhibit, and it turns out that the man outside the art exhibit that looks homeless is the artist of the famous work that everyone's buying. And so you kind of are learning a little bit about his childhood, how he got to where he is, and all the people that inspired him. So yeah, I'm excited to read this one as well. I'm just excited. I feel like I use that adjective a lot. I apologize, but I'm excited. Okay, these are the books I want to read this summer. This is kind of my summer reading list. Some I've been wanting to read for a long time. Others I just saw on TikTok recently, and I thought to check out. I'll go over them super quick. So we have Call Me By Your Name, Bonjour Tristesse, Barbarian Days, My Brilliant Friend, The Count of Monte Cristo, One Golden Summer, Absence of Men, Project Hail Mary, The Pearl, The Moon Is Down, and My Friends. That's everything I want to read this summer 2026. I hope you enjoyed this video. I've never done one like this, just like a pure sit-down video. So maybe I should do more. I don't know. I don't know if I talked long enough about each book either. I don't like to know too much about my books, so I kind of enjoy a little bit of a mystery. Get to read in for sure. It's summer. I need to go outside and I need to go read. But okay. Thank you for watching. I'm gonna go now. Okay. Bye. 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 Bye.